have the current stock market analysis for GameStop Corporation, stock ticker GME. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts in the comment section below so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So what we're looking at here is the 1 hour time frame, and that means that each candle on this price chart represents a 1 hour trading period. And as we can see here, we have started to see a bit of a follow through here from these prior lows, which were developed right around the $20.30 level that we have been watching. Very interesting that these price levels would be working out exactly as expected like this, because this 2030 price level was marked onto the price chart well before we even got to that region. I think that I had this marked in prior videos before we even broke below 22. So this was a price level that we were watching now for quite a while, and what this has actually developed at this point is a double bottom support zone. So that does turn out to be significant here, because it's much harder to break a double bottom than it is if it was just simply one support level on its own. So this area has now been tested on 2 separate occasions. We did see a little bit of a bounce the first time, but the follow through the second time was more substantial, and it broke through several resistance levels in the process. So I will sort of quickly explain why this is significant here, why this is important. So to begin with, what we have to say is that this $20.70 level has now been broken. So that was sort of a sideways trading range that was developing. Share prices were really having a difficult time overcoming the exponential moving averages as well. Those were sort of coming right into contact, as we can see, with the upper end of this trading range. So share prices sort of moved upward into that area and then started to fail there once again. But this 2030 level was significant enough. I mean, this was based off of a very important Fibonacci retracement level. I've taken that off the chart at this point because we've already seen this level hold, but this is a level we were watching for quite some time. So eventually share prices were able to find support here again for the second time, break through the exponential moving averages, and then that created enough momentum. As you can see here, this is really the inflection point, because share prices broke through the exponential moving averages, broke above the prior sideways trading range, and then also broke above this downtrend line that had been in place for quite some time. This was the downtrend that developed from those $25 highs that were seen just prior to the most recent earnings report. So these are significant price developments here. It's not nothing. I'm not going to start saying that a short squeeze is happening or anything like that, but you could be looking at a shorter term short squeeze, sort of a more minor short squeeze. I mean, I still don't believe that any of this results in the MOASS that lottery stocks would like you to believe, or Mikey Money, or any of these other idiots that don't know what they're doing and have never made any money trading in their entire lives. I don't believe that all of that winds up occurring, but I do think that you could be looking at a shorter term short squeeze here. I think that that's completely possible. And it's significant here also because I think I forgot to mention that this 2364 level has now been broken as well. So, this was sort of signaled in advance here because we had already broken through this downtrend line. So the series of lower highs was already we already had a signal that this was going to happen. But it is significant here that we didn't fail at 2364, because that could have, if a price failure there would have been significant. That would have been a problem. We haven't really seen much of a closing basis above here, and that's a little bit of a cause for concern. So as we can see here, this is another price level we've been watching for quite some time. And if we just sort of extend this trend line here, what we can see is that we really don't have a closing period above here. So that is a little bit of a concern. And it's kind of interesting that it's developing this way, because there is still a possibility that even though this level did break, I mean, all you've got here is a candle wick. You don't really have any candle body showing here. So that does sort of open the possibility that this could be a false breakout. I'm not ready to say that just yet. I would need to see some support zones break before I make that type of assertion or claim. So I'm not going to make that. I'm not going to say that just yet. But there is a possibility here that this could turn out to be sort of a major false breakout, because this is a fairly significant price movement. What is the actual high here? We're looking at a price high of 24.54. So I'm just going to mark that on the chart here, because this could turn out to be a significant level. So we do have the spike high into 24.54. And in my view, this is significant because it does break above that 2364 area, but it's just very interesting to me that we're not getting a closing period above there. So I would definitely watch for that going forward. It is encouraging. It's better than it not happening. But you really do want to see a closing period above here, because the possibility that a false breakout is occurring is just starting to increase as time goes on. And we're already starting to see a bit of a failure here. So I wouldn't necessarily start to consider this to be a false breakout until maybe we see a break below 2250. I might sort of view that as maybe the line in the sand to the downside. We would have to start to break some support in order to change my mind about that resistance break. So I would be watching this level here. Do we see sharp prices sort of move back above 2364, or do we fall below 2250? Because I think that sort of gives your answer at that point. But in any case, the overall readings here are positive, and for the most part, this indicator reading is still pointing to positive momentum as well. I'm a little bit reluctant to make people too excited about this, but this is actually a fairly positive indicator reading, because you've got, this has been tested on 4 separate occasions. It's a very stable slope. It's not a very drastic slope in the upward direction. And then in addition to that, share prices would really need to drop a lot in order to break through that trend line. You would need to see a fairly significant price movement here to the downside in order to sort of invalidate this trend line, and then to start to suggest that share price activity has sort of lost its upside momentum. So this is a fairly good reading. It's not a bad reading. And then you're accompanying this with some fairly significant resistance breaks as well. So overall, this is definitely a positive development. I'm not going to deny that. I would want to see, if I'm long this stock, I would definitely want to see at least an hourly close above 2364. Very strange to me that this is unfolding the way that it is here. Because if this is a short-term short squeeze type of action here, that is the type of activity that can give you a blow off top and result in false breakout. So that outlook would be invalidated if we at least see an hourly close above 2364. So here's the current market update for GameStop Corporation, stock ticker GME. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.